you today. I'm going to do pineapple upside down cake. Okay? So what you're going to need is, this is 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Okay? And you're going to need baking powder. And you're going to need salt. And I'm doing it like we used to do in Mississippi with the Crisco oil. Okay? And you're going to need a can of sliced pineapples. You're going to need vanilla flavoring because we're going to use 2 teaspoons of vanilla flavoring. And you're going to need the cherries. You're going to need a 1.5 cups of sugar, a cup of milk, and you're going to need brown sugar. This is for the bottom. We're going to use a 1.5 cups of brown sugar for the bottom of the skillet. And I'm going to cook it like we did in Mississippi in the in the cast iron skillet. And I'm going to spray the cast iron skillet before I put this in. Okay? So you're going to need 4 eggs. So that's it. All right. The Crisco oil right here. All right. What we're going to do, we're going to use a fourth of a cup. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is, this is the all-purpose flour, and we're going to use a tablespoon full of baking soda. Baking powder. This is baking powder, not baking soda, baking powder. Okay, I'm sorry. And we're going to use a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Okay? And what we're going to do is sift it together. All right? And I'm going to turn my oven on at 350. I'm going to preheat my oven for 350 because we're going to cook it for 45 minutes. After we, so I'm just going to turn my oven on at 350. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to set all of this aside. I don't need this anymore, so I can set it aside. So we're going to mix the Crisco oil. We're using Crisco oil instead of butter, okay? All right? Normally we would use butter. All right? And then we're going to use the sugar. We're going to put the sugar in. And then we're going to beat it for a minute. Okay. We'll mix this real good. Mix it up real good. And we're going to use 2 teaspoons of vanilla flavoring. And I usually get the pure vanilla. scrape the sides down a little bit. Now what we're going to do with the eggs, we're going to only use the egg whites. We're going to put that in last and we're going to fold it in. But right now we're going to beat this a little bit more. We have everything in it. We're going to beat it a little bit more. So with our eggs, we're going to we're just going to use the egg whites, okay? Okay, so we're going to crack our eggs. We're going to use the whites. So we're going to put them in, we're going to fold them in. We're not going to beat them in, we're going to fold them in. So we're going to separate the eggs. Oops, I'm sorry. I'm really going to do that. I did it wrong. I'm going to dip this out. I need to put one more egg because we need 4 eggs for this. 4 egg whites. So because I separated wrong, let me get one more egg. Okay, we don't need that. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna take 1/4 of a cup of this juice, and we're gonna pour it in this batter. All right. Now that is about ready because we're going to put the, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to use the hand mixer and I'm going to beat the egg whites, okay, with my hand mixer until the peach is formed. About good enough. And what I'm going to do is use this right here. I'm going to take this off. Well, let me see my spoon. I'll do it like this. This is easier. And I'm going to fold in the egg white. I'm not going to beat it in. I'm going to fold it in with my my big spoon here. Fold it in. See there? That's the batter, okay? All right. So I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to spray. Now we're gonna spray the skillet, okay? And then we're going to take 1½ cups of brown sugar. All right. Let me get my scissors right from right here, because I need to cut it. Okay. All right. So that's 1 cup. And this is 1/2 cup. So that's 1½ cups, okay? All right. So what we're gonna do is spread it out. Okay? Spread it out. All right? And then we're going to take our pineapple. Remember, this is pineapple upside down. So we're going to take our pineapples, we're going to spread them over the bottom. I think I can get one more. So you see there? And then we're going to take our cherries. Okay, put the cherry in the hole. Okay, see that? And now we're going to spread our white cake mix. Okay? There you have it. Let's get it all out because we paid for it. Okay? Now we're going to bake this at 350 degrees for 45 minutes. And I'll be back and I'll show you the finished product. Oh. Welcome back. Now you see our pineapple upside down cake? Okay, now this is a toothpick. You put the toothpick in the center, all the way down. And when it comes out clean, see how clean it is? There's no dough or nothing on it. That means it's done. But the key to inverting it, you don't want it to stay in the skillet too long. only 10 minutes, and then turn it upside down on a plate, and then let it cool off. But don't let it cool all the way off in this skillet. Only 10 minutes, because if you do, this is going to stick to the bottom of the skillet if you let it leave in here too long. So only 10 minutes, and then turn it over on a plate and let it do the rest of the cooling. Okay? So I'll be back and show you what it looks like. Okay, now we're going, welcome back. We're going to invert it. Okay? Now remember, yours is going to be good regardless. You don't have to come out exactly like mine, but it's still good. It's still going to be a good cake. Okay? Remember, when you take it out of the oven, only leave it in the cast iron skillet for 10 minutes, because if you leave it in there too long, it's going to stick. Okay? And then now we're going to let it cool. Now we're going to let it cool off. We're going to let it finish cooling on the plate. It's not quite cool yet. So we're going to let it cool off before we cut it. So I'm not going to sample it for you because it's not cool yet. So it needs to be at least about another 15 minutes. So, but there you have it. Okay? Now remember, my friends, I have another channel. This is, I make here in this kitchen, is Dianthus Mississippi Soul Food. But I have a channel that's for spiritual food also. And I need you to go on and subscribe for me and start watching it and tell your friends. It's lowercase YouTube/Peace Through the Storm. No spaces. It's all together and it's small. So please do me this favor and go on and start watching. It's 120 videos on there about peace and about how to navigate through your storms in life. Because I guarantee you, if you live long enough, you're going to have some storms in life. And so we are concerned about the total man. We are concerned about not only your soul and your soul food, but we want you to have spiritual food also, so you can live victorious on planet Earth. So please check it out. Okay? See you next time.